Well, joining us exclusively on Phoenix TV today, we've got number 51 of the Manchester Phoenix, Nick Whyatt. Nick, welcome to Phoenix TV.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Nick, obviously everybody knows that you've been with the Phoenix all season, but it's been a long journey for you to make into the Phoenix squad, hasn't it? Because it all began some 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long while ago, back in the first ever Elite League season, and I know there's a lot of opportunities for up-and-coming Brits to progress to the top flight of UK hockey, and I had a go, and lucky I didn't make it, but you know, I got there eventually in the end.
So then you spent a couple of years bouncing around in the EPL, and then this year the call finally came. You must have been. Tell us what your initial reaction was like when you got the call that you were going to get the chance with the Phoenix at last.
Well, I was surprised, but I was really pleased. I was excited by the prospect of coming up here. When Davey first spoke to me, he said it was between me and another player. So, you know, I was excited, but at the same time a little bit apprehensive. I didn't want to get too ahead of myself. But then when he got back to me and said that they wanted me, I was delighted. I was really excited, and I couldn't wait to get up here and get going.
Excellent, and I think people have seen throughout the season that the one thing you do bring to the lineup, Nick, when you're on the ice, is a solid work ethic. Yeah,
you know, I think what a player lacks in skill, he has to make up for in hard work and attitude, and I think that's what I do. You know, I'm not like Sidney Crosby or anything, but I go out there and I just give it 110% and just do as best I can and just play within myself and just try and do what Tony wants.
And I guess one of the things that the people don't see on a regular basis, not only people within the team see, is that invariably on training days and on game days, the first person to walk through the locker room door is invariably Nick Whyatt. Is that because you can't sleep, or are you just keen to get into it?
I just love being at the rink. You know, I love being around the guys, and whether they're here or not, because I'm always here first, it doesn't matter. I just love being in the locker room, just love being in the rink, and just constantly got hockey on the brain. So there's nowhere else I'd rather be.
And I guess people do notice that invariably as well, you're first out of the locker room in preparation for the game as well. You really do just itch to get on the ice, don't you?
Yeah, I just can't wait to get out there. You know, it's horrible sitting in here with your kit on, being told you got 5 minutes. I like just hurry up and get out there, just get going. But yeah, I love it. Nothing better I'd rather do.
And obviously this year, you know, the Phoenix have had something of an up and down season. But what do you think you've learned? You know, not only from Tony as the head coach and as the player coach indeed, but also from the other guys in the locker room sat around you. What do you think you've learned and picked up on most?
Well, a lot of the guys have got ECHL experience, NHL, AHL, so it's mainly just preparation. You know, how they the things they eat right, their gym, workouts and stuff. And then you just pick up little bits and bobs on the ice. You just see the simple things that they do right, and you just try and you know, bring those into your own game, and it will just make you a better player all round.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think your game's improved over the season?
10, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's playing with the players that I'm playing with. It's hard not to improve. You know, just by skating with them for a few hours a day or whatever. You know, you learn something new every day from them, so you can't not improve.
What will Nick Whyatt do during the summer then?
Good question. I don't know. As soon as I go back to Nottingham, I'll probably start playing rec hockey with my mates again. You know, just keep on the ice. Can't stay away from it. And then, as far as work is concerned, I don't know. I might work for my dad, or I might just try and get a job somewhere just to tie me over till I know what I'm doing next season.
And speaking of Nottingham, of course, if the Phoenix were to go all the way in the playoffs and get all the way to the playoffs final weekend, that would be a fabulous occasion for you, a Nottingham boy playing in Nottingham, but not with a Nottingham team.
Oh no, that'd be well, yeah, it'd be fantastic. Just to play in front of all those fans, and home rink or not, it doesn't matter, as long as the Phoenix get there, wherever it is, I'll be happy.
We've noticed that when we've been to Nottingham this season, there does seem to be a little element of in the crowd of Nottingham that quite enjoy seeing you get hurt and plastered up against the glass every now and again. I take it those are supposed friends.
Yeah, they're supposed friends, but I know who they are, and they'll get it when I start training rec.
Nice one, Nick. Nick, looking now at the other guys in the room, and as we've said, it has been a little bit of an up and down season, but basically the team's got some good elements about it, and we've had some excellent results. What do you think we can do between now and the end of the season? What's the aim for the team from your perspective?
I think the aim from within the dressing room is the same as it was at the beginning of the season, just win as many games as possible. We know on our day that we can match anybody, so the aim's not changed. It's just to win as many games as possible, take each game as it comes. You know, Tony draw out the game plan, it's up to us to stick to it and just try and work as best we can to achieve what we're setting out to do.
Yourself, as a young British player, do you look at the other British players on the other teams and kind of try and make mental notes as to where you try and pit yourself against them?
No, not really. Well, sometimes you do, I guess. But I mean, every player is different. There's no two players are the same. But it's not as if you kind of try and put yourself against one certain player. It's just elements of that player's game, which will be similar to yours, and then there'll be different elements from another player that will be similar to yours. So you just try and pick up bits and bobs from different players where you can.
And I guess the role that mostly the British line has played this year, yourself with Matt Rich and Adam, and also with Reece when he was here, it was more of a checking line really, just go out there with high energy and get in the face of the other players. Well,
I think that's what a lot of third lines are used for in any league really, just to go out there, bring some energy, bring some tempo, you know, throw a hit, get everyone G'd up, get the fans going, and that's what we try to do as best we can.
And you've got yourself a couple of points this year. Obviously, you got that excellent goal early in the season against Sheffield. Can we expect possibly to see one or two more, maybe?
I'll keep swinging at the puck, but it's up to the goalie if he lets it go in or not.
Oh, it's up to them to let it go in.
Well, that one kind of trickled in. It was a hit and hope because the puck was bobbling, and it was either I take a swing and just try and get it off the D-man, and luckily it went in. So I mean, it would have been nice if that put us in the semi-final of the cup, because that was that put us ahead, but I guess it wasn't meant to be.
No, sadly it wasn't. It was a great disappointment on the night, but at least you were on the scoreboard and you've registered on the records.
Yeah, so it's nice to pick up points where you can. I'm not a big point scorer, so any point will make me happy, but at the end of the day it's a team game, and my points mean absolutely nothing compared to what the team achieves, so it's a team game. There you go.
That's another classic example of the Nick Whyatt work ethic there. It's all about the team and not about individuals. Just going back to yourself, you mentioned before about possibly going to work for your dad, and I think a lot of people know that your dad has got a business in Nottingham, but he seems to follow you around week in, week out. And people would probably say, well, you'd expect him to, but he makes a tremendous effort, your dad, doesn't he? He travels from Nottingham every week, and he's at more or less every away game as well. How much of a boost to you is that seeing your dad in the crowd?
It's nice to know that he's so supportive. He used to follow me around in junior hockey even when I wasn't getting on the ice, and I'd look around the coach and see the top goal scorers in the team and their parents don't even bother to make the effort. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's the way they wanted to do it, but it was always nice to have my dad in the stands cheering me on, and have a chat with him after every game, and he'll let me know if I've done well enough or what I need to do better.
I was going to say, is he a critic, or does he just see Nick, his son, out there on the ice, and just as long as you're out there enjoying yourself, that's the main thing for him?
A bit of both. He is my biggest critic, which is good, but he'll praise me when I've done something good, and he'll let me know if I've done something bad.
Well, let's hope he's giving you more praise and more critics for the rest of the season. Nick Whyatt, thanks for joining us on Phoenix TV.
Thank you very much.